New York City is a sports paradise, but paradise comes with chaos. 9 pro teams, 4 major leagues, 1 giant city. And somehow, instead of uniting around local pride, fans here can't stand each other. Why do Knicks fans still treat the Nets like outsiders? Why do Jets fans bond with Mets fans like war buddies? And why do Islanders fans feel like they're in exile? You clicked this video because you sensed there was beef, and you were right. Here's one big answer off the bat. Jets and Mets fans are tight because both their teams were born out of abandonment. The Mets replaced the Dodgers and Giants after they bolted for California. The Jets came in after the Titans collapsed. It's shared trauma, but that's just the beginning. Stick around till the end, because we're diving deep into decades of sports hatred, borough loyalty, and bitter rivalries that make New York the most divided sports city in America. Welcome to Big Builds. Yankees versus Mets, the civil war of NYC baseball. The Yankees are the standard of baseball royalty, 27 World Series titles, Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, Joe DiMaggio, Derek Jeter. The Yankees are dripping in tradition, excellence, and straight-up dominance. Their fans carry that energy like a badge of honor. Yankees baseball is a religion, and Yankee Stadium is the cathedral. But across town in Queens, you've got the Mets, the ultimate underdog energy. A team that's lived through collapse after collapse, heartbreak after heartbreak, and somehow still shows up. Mets fans know pain. They don't expect greatness. They cling to hope. And when the Mets do pull off something magical, it feels earned. The 1969 Miracle Mets and the 1986 roller coaster? Legendary. Not because they were expected to win, but because they did the impossible. Now here's the thing. Mets fans hate Yankee fans with a passion. They see them as arrogant, boring, and spoiled by constant success. Yankees fans look at Mets fans like they're rooting for a little league team, cute but not serious. And when the Subway Series rolls around, it's not just a game, it's war. This isn't just a rivalry, it's cultural. Mets are blue-collar, outer borough, real New York. Yankees, corporate, Manhattan, tourists, and Wall Street bros. And the media, they feed off this every season. WFAN callers have practically made a career out of screaming 27 rings or 1969 baby into the void. There's no middle ground. You pick a side and you stay there. Knicks versus Nets, respect versus rejection. The Knicks are the heart of New York basketball. Madison Square Garden is the Mecca. This team hasn't won a title since the early 70s, and still, the fan base might be the most passionate in the country. Knicks fans are everywhere, in every borough, in every bar, in every bodega. Through years of front office disasters, losing seasons, and gut-wrenching playoff exits, they've never jumped ship. Then you've got the Nets. They started in Jersey, bounced to Brooklyn in 2012, and tried to snatch a piece of the city's loyalty overnight. And yeah, they got some flash. Jay-Z part ownership, a sleek new arena, and big-time signings like Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. But Knicks fans, they weren't buying it. To them, the Nets were just a rebranded out-of-towner trying to muscle into a city that already had a team. Even when the Nets were better on paper, more exciting, and had deeper playoff runs, they never captured the soul of the city. The Barclays Center is cool, but it ain't the Garden. Knicks fans treat Nets fans like they're on a temporary visa, like they haven't earned the right to trash talk. And Nets fans, they clap back hard. They call the Knicks delusional, washed, and stuck in the past. But here's the truth. Until the Nets win something and steal some hearts, the Knicks will always be NYC's team. Jets versus Giants, pain versus prestige. Here's where things get real spicy. Technically, both teams play in New Jersey, but culturally, the divide is massive. The Giants are the older sibling, 4 Super Bowl wins, a reputation for class, and a fan base that spans from Manhattan lawyers to upstate retirees. They're seen as the professional, buttoned-up team. When the Giants win, it's business as usual. When they lose, it's dignified pain. The Jets? Whole different vibe. This is chaos football. Broadway Joe, the butt fumble, Rex Ryan, same old Jets. It's a soap opera. And the fans, they live for it. Jets fans are mostly from Queens, Long Island, and die-hard working-class roots. Their loyalty is built on suffering. They've waited over 50 years for another Super Bowl, and somehow they still believe every single year. Giants fans call Jets fans hopeless. Jets fans call Giants fans boring. And despite sharing a stadium, they act like they live in different worlds. When Aaron Rodgers showed up in green and white, Jets fans swore it was finally their time. Giants fans just chuckled. They've heard that before. Islanders versus Rangers, Cold War on ice. If you think baseball and football fans fight dirty, wait till you see hockey in New York. The Rangers are the legacy. Original Six, Madison Square Garden, Mark Messier in the 1994 Cup. Their fan base is loyal, loud, and definitely the biggest in the city. Rangers fans are often from Manhattan, Westchester, and a big chunk of Brooklyn. It's a blue blood crowd with deep roots. Now enter the Islanders. Created in the 70s to stop the WHA from invading NHL turf, they were always the outsider. Based in Long Island, with a history of playing in oddball arenas like Nassau Coliseum and Barclays Center, the Isles never quite felt accepted. But Islanders fans? Oh, they're rabid. They won 4 straight cups in the 80s, and their supporters have never let the Rangers forget it. There's a raw, aggressive hatred here. Isles fans paint Rangers fans as elitist and soft. Rangers fans call Isles fans irrelevant and Bush League. When these teams play, it's not just a hockey game, it's a fistfight waiting to happen. Cops literally get assigned to these matchups because things have gotten that heated in the past. And now that the Islanders have a shiny new home at UBS Arena and a solid roster, the rivalry is back in full swing. Basketball's borough battle, street versus stage. New York doesn't just argue about teams, it argues about basketball culture itself. And in this city, basketball isn't just a game. It's identity, attitude, and style. It's where you're from, how you talk, what courts you grew up watching, and who you ride or die with. For Knicks fans, Madison Square Garden isn't just a home arena. It's sacred ground. It's not a basketball court. It's a stage, the Mecca. Celebrities line the sidelines. Spike Lee practically has his own seatbelt. Legends don't just play here, they perform. There's pressure, there's pride. Knicks basketball is tradition, grit, and iconic heartbreak. The Garden crowd will boo their own team in the second quarter and give a standing ovation after a loss, because it's about the show. Win or lose, it's always dramatic. Then Brooklyn rolls in with the Nets, sleek, sharp, and unapologetically different. No banners, no nostalgia, just ambition. Black and white jerseys, a minimalist arena, and a fan base that screams, "We're not here for your history." It's street, it's hip-hop, it's tech startup energy. They don't want legacy, they want domination. And both sides think they represent the real New York, and neither will ever admit the other's right. The real reason NYC fans hate each other. So why all this hate? It comes down to geography, class, history, and culture. Every team represents a different slice of New York. Mets fans are outer borough grit. Yankees fans are midtown marble. Knicks fans are soul and struggle. Nets fans are swagger and speed. Rangers are prestige. Islanders are passion. Giants are power. Jets are pain. And that's what makes it beautiful. In most cities, you've got one team per sport. Everyone rallies behind the same colors. Not in New York. Here, fandom is personal. It's generational. It's tied to where you grew up, who your parents rooted for, and where you find your identity. You're not just rooting for a team, you're rooting against everyone else. Because being a fan in New York means defending your squad against a whole city full of rivals. Every game is a battle. Every win is bragging rights. And every loss, fuel for next year's arguments. So now you know, New York sports hate isn't just random trash talk. It's history, it's heartbreak, it's borough beef. And maybe, just maybe, that's what makes it great. Because in a city where nothing is handed to you and everything has to be earned, loyalty means everything. Whether you wear pinstripes or orange and blue, bleed green or big blue, cheer from Brooklyn or scream from Staten Island, you've got a side. And once you pick it, you never switch. Thanks for watching Big Builds. If you love this trip through the chaos of NYC sports, hit that like button, drop your team in the comments, and make sure to subscribe, because we've got way more rivalries to unpack. See you in the next one.